Hi, it's Susie from Women's Fight News, and I'm here with Ben Shalom. So first of all, what I wanted to say to you is massive congratulations on the show.
Thank you.
And thank you, because what a show! I've been waiting for a show like this.
Yeah, it was monumental. It was incredible. I didn't, you don't quite expect that level of interest and that level of atmosphere. Obviously, the team worked so hard to sell this event, the storytelling, the press conferences, the whole build-up, then having to do it again when it got postponed, and then to end with that night, and obviously the fighters to play their part and delivered. It was an unbelievable night, and one that hopefully is just the best advert for boxing we could possibly ask for.
Yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. And when we arrived at 5 o'clock, the queues already to get into the venue. And when do you ever see that in a boxing event where people are queuing to get in at 5 o'clock?
You know what? The venue was full at 8 p.m. Well, was 75% full at 8 p.m. People, this was a different crowd here tonight. It was so diverse. There were a lot of women in getting involved in the sport. It was incredible to see as a boxing fan who usually goes to events, and sometimes they don't attract everyone. And this was ridiculous, as you say, queues and queues and queues just to get in. No last minute come for the main event stuff. It was just it was like boxing turned on its head. It was special.
It just had everything, didn't it? Because you had the rivalries, the main events, the concert, the great walkouts, the prospects. I think it just had everything. There was nothing missing from this card.
It did. It was it had everything. And as you said, the fighters, although they hadn't boxed in that environment before, you'd have thought they had, because the way they came out and just took to it, all of them, their ring walks, their choreography, the dancing, it was entertainment, and that shows the men's sport up a little bit, because they entertained us. And I don't know how it comes across on screen, but in there it felt like you were at a real show. It was a real party atmosphere. They all played their part. They all gave the fight of their lives. And as you say, everything delivered on tonight. And for women's boxing and for boxing, it was an unbelievable night, especially coming out of a time where it's under a lot of scrutiny. I think this was the perfect advert to sort of say to the critics, no, this sport is a very, very special sport, especially if it's done right.
100%. And main event, I have to say, is potentially one of the greatest women's boxing fights of all time.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah. The speed, the pace of it, the way Claressa started, the way Savannah came back, the way they matched each other for every single round. Incredible fight. It was unbelievable to watch. Obviously, being invested in it, it's a tough one to watch. But it was so proud of Savannah. Amazingly honoured to promote Claressa Shields on a night like that tonight as well, because she is a superstar. So yeah, that night and that fight will live long in the memory, I hope, but not just for me, but for boxing fans, and hopefully we'll see a rematch one day.
And like you say, for both fighters, amazing performance. They both should be so proud. Yeah. And personally, for me, from Savannah's point of view, I would love to see her go on to face the other people around the weights, because these two are could dominate these weights, can't they?
I think so. They're both a class above. It's number one and number two. I think at 160 and 168, they're both a class above. And they'll meet again, I'm sure of it. And hopefully it'll be longer rounds, and hopefully these two will be the ones that break the boundaries and change the sport forever. And I'd love to see that fight again. I think Savannah will want that fight. But yeah, those two can dominate, as you say, and I'm sure we'll see them meet again.
And I have to touch on as well, Mayor Baumgardner. Obviously, great fight. Congratulations to Baumgardner. But obviously, there's a lot of controversy online. A lot of people, to be honest, it's quite a mixed bag of what people thought. But I'd say a lot of people felt Mayor won. How did you feel that fight went?
Yeah, I thought Mayor nicked it initially. I'd have to watch it back, but sometimes you have to do more than leave it up to the judges, and that's all I would say, is that it never really kicked off. It never really got going, that fight, in the way it could have, not like the main event. And it was a great fight, don't get me wrong, but no one really took control of it, and that's the one complaint maybe I have. And yeah, feel for Michaela, because she'll feel that she nicked it, and a lot of people will feel that she nicked it. And yeah, it would be good to see a rematch of that, but it doesn't seem like we're going to get one. So yeah, feel for Michaela. Obviously, I really like Alicia. She's a great great athlete as well, and so really delighted for her. But yeah, that definitely as well is probably why we should be looking at 3-minute rounds or longer things, because it's so hard to score a round over 2 minutes.
And actually, it would be lovely to see, because Michaela Mayer was talking about going up in weight anyway, so it'd be lovely to see her go up in weight and face those people that she was wanting to fight for, when she thought she was going to win. It'd be still nice to see her go up and do that.
100%, she's a quality fighter, and as I say, many people thought she won tonight, so she's got nothing to lose to go up now and face the best at 135, and then maybe she'll meet Alicia again at 135.
Imagine that down the line.
Yeah, I hope so, but yeah, congrats to both of them.
Yeah. And thank you very much again.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please hit like. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future content, and why not check out any other videos on the channel. You can follow Women's Fight News on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.